Here we go. This is what we're talking about, George Hensley and Ron Holliday. George has given us such great performances over the last 4 or 5 weeks. We're so indebted to him for his great bowling talent, and he's ready to show us more right here. Opening shot, lane 14 at Northwest Lanes. The whole shebang on the line with this opening match. George going high a couple times in practice. I don't know if he needs a ball change or if he needs to get the ball a little further down the lane, but he did go high twice in practice. Opening shot, 6-10, going high.
George Hensley has been phenomenal. The last 4 games, he has averaged 272, Jennifer.
Unbelievable. That is a ton of strikes. 42 to be exact, out of 48 pitches. That's got to be a record of some sort.
That's unfathomable. We'll take a look at it, and depending upon what he shoots here, we'll see how it goes. Now look at this. What an interesting...
What the heck is going on here? And for those of you that don't know about what we're talking about, it appears as if Ron Holliday is using a hard plastic ball.
Well, he elected yesterday. I was over here for the qualifiers yesterday, Jen, and he found out that the silver ball, which is a hard plastic ball, which is going to skid a lot more, is going to provide with a more consistent ball reaction. Now, it's not going to hit as well, it's not going to carry as well, but he feels that he's going to get in less trouble.
And he's hitting it so hard that his plastic ball is actually hooking, so that's a real testament to his strength. The winner of this match, of course, is going to go against Riga Kalfas, averaging 250 for 6 games. Fabulous performance here at Northwest yesterday.
Well, I'm not, you know, it's only the second frame, and I'm not going to go out and pick a winner here, but I do not agree with Ron Holliday's particular choice. The lanes aren't that competitive or that difficult right now, in my opinion, to warrant going to a ball that's going to give up 15 to 20 pins per game.
I guess
and carry.
Would be interesting to know what other bags or other balls he has in his arsenal to compare against, you know, because maybe he has something that would go a little bit more straight and not so overreactive.
Well, that's true, Jen, but I think he's bringing in today what happened yesterday. And this game of bowling is so fantastic for a couple of reasons. One is it changes within the course of an hour, and it changes from day to day. George Hensley is not going to worry about the ball. No, he's going high, too.
These guys are going to need to make some adjustments here. Not at all our typical top average division start at all, especially from George Hensley.
Age 28, 300. Yeah, he's had 9 of them. 6 800 series, his 9th appearance on television. The lanes are opening up quite a bit. Both players are having a little trouble adjusting. We're going to see which one can adjust the quickest.
Well, it's a bit ironic that George made his spare using his hooking ball, and that was the identical spare that Ron Holliday just chopped using his straight ball. So a little bit of a ironic situation there.
Yes. Isn't it ironic?
It's totally ironic, don't you think?
What a great album. Jagged Little Pill. My daughter's favorite person in the world.
Well, I'll tell you, Dave, you're hanging in there with the hip music. Tell you what.
Well, Squirt Gun has really sent me over the edge. This latest
That's a little too much.
Yeah, this latest ska group has really gotten to me. I got to watch it.
Oh, rap 7.
Rap? No, this is ska.
No, okay.
All the type of music.
David's daughter, Carissa, is with her dad on that, giving him a little smile for that comment.
Well, bowling's a family game, and we make the show a family deal, too. We've got them all here. Look at this. George Hensley goes into the channel early. Even though the ball comes out and picks up the 7-pin, it is an open frame. I can't believe it. And there he goes, running for a new ball.
Last week, George missing the the 4-7. This week, dumping the 7 in the channel. I'll tell you what, if it weren't for strikes, he might be in trouble. We're going to expect him to get right back on that strike train.
I mean to tell you.
Ron Holliday again hitting the pocket very solid, but just a little bit of deflection from that plastic ball.
Well,
story's still out.
It's amazing. We had George Hensley run down with what we thought to be an equipment change, but he's actually getting some new doctoring devices for his thumb. He's not clearing the ball as quickly as he would want to.
Going for a little black cape.
Still one pin separating the two players. There you see George doctoring up his piece of equipment, and he is making a ball change.
Ron Holliday working on a spare now. He's going to need to get busy with the strikes.
Well, he's waiting for his piece of equipment, and he is convinced that that is the one that's going to do the job. So we'll have to see if that's going to work. The blue dot, a high resistant plastic ball. Wow, did it work? Look at that shot. Man, oh man, take a look at it from the leprechaun cam. We're going to change it now. 1-2 pocket filled up. Yes, it takes it out of there. Red Sea strike is parted. George Hensley in his fourth frame. One pin separating the two. Can he match the strike? No. Wow, here's a guy that has logged in games of 278, 279, 268, and 264. He's lost.
Certainly is. Both gentlemen not real aggressive right now. Very tentative. We're going to see what the last half of the first match in the stretch division is going to bring.
Well, Riga Kalfas is waiting in the wings, and he just looked down at me with a very confused look on his face, like, what is going on down there? Here's a guy that's averaging 260 or 272 for 4 games, and he can't even find the door right now.
Wow, he's moved way in, David.
What a move. You're right, Jen.
Oh, the same result.
Well, to put everything in perspective here, here's a man that's struggling today. Well, he doesn't struggle all the time. Take a look at this. George Hensley, 225, 217, 235, 1346 for his qualifier against Ron Holliday's 1408, and then Riga 1499. How does this guy wind up here with a 4.6, 7.10?
Wisely gets to maximize his count.
Well, the name of the game is match play competition. Total pins means nothing at this point. How many can you get more than your opponent? Right now, Ron Holliday is in the driver's seat with a strike working in the fourth, 12 pins up, and the ball I didn't agree with,
you know what?
Might win.
That's right. That was his wife, Lori, expecting their first child together. And here we go, a plastic ball. We said it couldn't carry. Ron Holliday saying, I told you so. This ball can work. Good for him. George Hensley throwing an aggressive resin ball, going through the nose, leaving all kind of funky stuff. Ron Holliday's keeping it clean. Basically, got a double with it.
Conservative is better right now. There's another good shot. Excellent shot.
I've never seen anything like this, at least on a television broadcast. There's Lori cheering him on.
Well, it is amazing. I'm not going to sell this guy short yet, but right now, Ron Holliday seems to have made the intelligent, smart move with going with a harder shell ball, less boards to deal with, and George Hensley trails by 44 pins.
However, we saw George last week come from way behind, beat Leaney and Jadley.
But it doesn't look the same right now, Jen.
That was at least a better reaction. He got off the nose that time. Maybe he can find something medium in between.
George is obviously concerned with the condition right now. He's looking more concerned than he has ever looked before on the show, the conditioner is pretty much gone on the lanes, and it's going to have to be which player is going to figure out the shot the best. Right now, that player is Ron Holliday.
Working on three-bagger. George Hensley, 63 in the fifth. Wow. That is painful. I have been there.
Unfortunately, we've all been there. Frame number 7. George Hensley, can he get it going? The answer is yes.
There we go. Moved in the first shot. He probably pulled a little bit. Last time he was back on lane 14. Goes over to 13, goes light. And here is the perfect in-between I was talking about.
Out to about the 7th board, comes in late, leaves a weak 7, but then he gets a little help from the sideboard action and the messenger scout. Ron Holliday knows that once George finds the target, he's going to be there, but I think he's going to be very comfortable just playing safe and hitting the pocket.
And at this point in the match with his lead, I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, I have 43 pins. Come and find me. Jen, excuse me for interrupting, but as the season wears out and down, we're almost out of here. We'd like to thank every one of our sponsors again. Jeff Weiler Automobile Dealership on Route 32. Thank you, guys. You have been fabulous. The Miller Brewing people, my goodness, do they have a family of great tasting products distributed throughout the Cincinnati area, and Pepsi. Nothing else is a Pepsi. Bob Summercamp, thank you. You guys have been great sponsors this year.
Ron Holliday, spare posted in the 7th, the all-important 8th, 9th, and 10th frames. I think if he can fill it, he can win.
I think you're right.
Easy spare, 1 pin spare, no problem on this frame.
Well, Jen, years ago, we all carried a blue dot in our bag.
I still do.
It was, that's right. It is the ball. It's like a prevent defense. When you've got a lead, it will protect it. If the lanes are so tough, it will keep you out of trouble. But if it comes down to a scoring contest, you got to put it away. Ron made the right move.
Ron, of course, as I said, is expecting his first child, Lori, on October 10th. He also has 2 children, Jessica and Megan, 13 and 9. We'd like to say hi to them, a good-looking family.
George Hensley, 8th frame. The game is going long. His patience is wearing thin. If he strikes here, he can have a chance. If he does not, this game could be over early.
Oh,
he is
man.
lost.
He really sent that. Well, you know, you move in, you try to make something happen, and that can be the story. Just too much boards you're trying to carry. What a great champion he has been for the past 4 weeks.
Well, I mean, this is almost too good to be true. George Hensley is suffering right now with not knowing what to do, but folks at home, everyone is human. You're watching a man that's averaged 272 in just 4 of the greatest games ever on television, and now he's completely lost. This game will drive you nuts, but it's the same thing that brings you back time and time again.
It is a great game.
If George Hensley does not strike on this ball, this game is over. Well, holding on till the last minute, we're going to see what happens here in just another couple of seconds. Ron Holliday can still close the match out, but at least George Hensley didn't close his own coffin.
Exactly right. He's in deep trouble, however.
Hey, deep trouble doesn't sum it up. Hensley has 123 in his 8th frame, but Ron Holliday just comes right up. This match is over. And Ron Holliday goes on to win with a 205 for our next match. It's coming up.